Okay, this foolishness I had just ran across, and I want y'all to take a good look at this. You see the foolishness outlined here on this title. Do cis men, that's that little LGBTQ, whatever other letter they've just added in the last 7 seconds, term for straight black men, because you know they're talking about black men, no other. Do we belong in the revolution? Will you protect all black films from white supremacy? Okay, listen, man. Who you think raising all this hell out here in these streets and these uprisings? Last time I checked, it wasn't a whole bunch of LGBTQ folks out there actually putting in work like that. Most of them are out there twerking and dancing and trying to make things about sexuality instead of actually getting some justice, whether it's for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, or any of our other fallen out here that these race soldiers have committed an injustice towards. Or most of them are out there doing that. I'm not saying all, but too damn many. Do we belong in the revolution? Let me go ahead and say something right now. This little divide thing that LGBTQ and these feminists keep trying to pull, it's not gonna work. Black men and black women, foundational black American men and women, are on code. Let me go ahead and make this statement right now, because I've seen these Time magazine covers and this foolish meme here with this stupidity, because I'm gonna call it a meme. That's exactly what it looks like to me. Black men, straight black men, we are the battle tanks of the damn revolution. I'm gonna say that again. I don't care how many magazine covers you come out with trying to only put black women up there and little children and leaving out black men, unless you putting a dead black man, our brother George Floyd, on t-shirts and trying to be constructive with it, because we see the imagery. We see what y'all trying to do. We are the tanks. Shit don't move until we step foot on the battlefield. There needs to be more black men out here on these front lines, but I am not going to discredit the ones that are out here putting in work, young brothers and sisters. And see, let me tell y'all something, what I'm really proud of about our young brothers and sisters out here in these streets, wherever these uprisings are occurring across the nation. You can't take that gender war bullshit out there amongst them. They're on code. It's not gonna work. You can keep trying to be put in front of these mainstream media publications, get on TV, trying to stir things up, talking about what black men don't do. And for you cornballs online, it's always talking about sisters and what they don't do and all that. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all on an island by yourself. We not focused on that stupidity. Those of us who are on code realize that a gender war right now is suicide. So if y'all want to go ahead over there and be distracted by that foolishness, go ahead. We'll stay over here doing the work that needs to be done, trying to get all of these race soldiers punished, criminalizing white supremacy, and getting our tangibles in the form of economic compensation as far as reparations for foundational black Americans go. That's where our focus is. Y'all gonna learn the hard way about this foolishness. For those of you that are black and LGBTQ that this applies to, because I'm not gonna put all of y'all in there. I'm not gonna put all of y'all in there like that. I know some of y'all are out here on code. I know it. I've seen it. But it's not enough to the point where your voices are being heard. See, y'all gonna have to really have the courage to challenge those that are in that community with you all that come out saying this stupidity. Y'all gonna have to step up and challenge them, man, and shout that down and tell them, listen, when we're out here fighting for the rights of black people, no, our anti-black racism across the board covers everybody, including you. If you're going to be a part of the movement, but what you're not going to do is co-opt it and try to make it about your damn sexuality. It's retarded. That is the most foolish thing in the world. Think about it. How many of these race soldiers are hunting you down out here because of your sexuality? They're not hunting black people down because of that foolishness. So see, you can sit up here and talk about us if we belong in the revolution. It's such an asinine question to entertain, but I'm doing this for a reason. Let's break something down, man. And I've said this many times before. If you took all black men, foundational black American or not, whether we're free or in prison, and either killed us all, or we all just left, or they deported us, whatever the case may be, there's nobody here except for black women. Where do you think your protection gonna come from? In fact, the business, let me go ahead and make it double clear. There's nobody here but black women in that scenario, and you non-cis black men or whatever you fantasizing yourself to be, a toast oven or whatever you got in your head you want to be, y'all gonna protect black women? Cause see, we do know one thing. It will be open season as far as the dominant society, which is concerned, which consists of white men and white women working together. Asian society consists of Asian men and Asian women working together. Hispanic society consists of Hispanic men and Hispanic women working together. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Sisters, let me tell you something. Y'all better start making distinctions between the dusty clowns and those of us brothers that are out here on these damn front lines with our money and our actual bodies out here defending our people. They are not the same as us. You can't see some dusty shit that one of them do and blame all of us, because each one of you have had a black man protect you at some point in your life for you to get to where you are now and be walking around healthy and breathing. Y'all may as well stop that foolishness for those of you trying to perpetuate that you don't have any protection out here. Because if you didn't, see, we have to challenge the foolishness with common sense. If you didn't have any protection out here at all, I'm talking about absolute zero, the way this fantasy is being spun and the narrative is being spun, whether it's by black feminists that think white feminists are their friends, how you gonna have a sisterhood with a bunch of bitches that teach white supremacist men what they know and they're out there killing your protectors? That makes no damn sense. But let's go ahead and flesh this out though. How are you going to have protection when all the men that you call non-cis, trans, whatever you want to call the LGBT community, all of them are just as scared as you are. All of them are just as effeminate as you are. See, this is one thing that I always try to point out to people. You can't show me a country on the planet where there's an opposing country attempting to invade or do anything on a physical level that says, oh shit, if we go over there, boy, all those women and all those LGBTQ people, boy, we don't want none of that. That's foolishness. You don't ever hear them talking about toxic masculinity and all that other foolishness unless they're referring to black men. But see, what they're not going to do, they're not going to call out that with all of these white LGBTQ people, white men and other races of men that are out here attacking these sisters left and right, when black men who are cis, the little term y'all use, are not around. See, for the most part, if it's a brother around, because we give off a certain energy without even speaking, they don't even approach black women trying to put their hands on them. And if it's the right brother, a true alpha, they don't even raise their voice around y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about down here in the South. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel bad for sisters that are in areas where you don't see that on a daily basis, but we are out here. We are out here. This foolishness right here, man, I mean, you know, it's a long shot, but I'm just going to say it for the sake of saying it because I'm black for it first across the board. For those of you who are in the black LGBTQ community or whatever you want to call it, y'all better start stepping to these people about this with some common sense. If there were no straight black men in this country, y'all would be just as dead as the rest of our sisters out here with no black male protection. These other groups ain't gonna take y'all in. Y'all seen that. You keep caping for these white LGBTQ people in your community, they won't speak up when y'all are killed by the egg bucks, and they kill y'all at far higher rates than any black person. See, for the most part, anytime something is done to anybody that's black in the LGBTQ community, most of it comes from two things: violence in their own community in those unstable relationships, and then it's because you've gone out here and tried to fool somebody into thinking that you're something you're not. Now, I'm not saying that's right, but I understand. You're not going to be able to force your sexuality on straight black men. That's just not going to happen. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play these little games, these word games, and these fantasy land games talking about protect all femmes, because I'm going to say it. I don't care how offended you get at me saying this. If you are not a biologically born woman that can actually have a menstrual cycle and produce a child, you are not a woman. Your ass is a man. If you have an XX chromosome set, you are a woman. If you have an XY chromosome set, you are a man. I don't care how much fantasy you make up in your head, what you tell yourself, what new terms you create. You cannot defy biological science. You can get mad and talk about who you gonna counsel and all of that. See, the funny thing about that is, for those in the LGBTQ community that do that are black, white, whatever, they've adopted that white supremacist term of labeling somebody something. What y'all call homophobic is not anybody doing anything to you. You call homophobic a straight black man saying, no, I'm not into dating other men. I don't care what you think you are in your damn head. You are a man. That's not hate. That's not a fear of you. That's a black man being straight. That's just what it's going to be. There's not going to be no substitute for natural born black women for straight black men. That's just not going to happen. You're not going to expand your dating pool by trying to gaslight us or shame us into being in that community. Now, if you in that community, that's your business. Do whatever you want to do. Especially down here in the South, if that's where you are, nobody don't bother you. It's your thing, man. You do what you do as long as you're not running around out here trying to fool people into thinking that you're something that you're not. For the most part, nobody bothers y'all. And it's pretty much that way across most of the country, unless you are in white society. They're the ones that won't let you in their churches. See, just do a comparison. You're going to find more LGBTQ people in black churches than you will a white church, a predominantly white church. They don't play that. They don't accept y'all. Oh, we're going to talk some facts today. They don't accept y'all like that, and y'all know that too. What the toxic masculinity about that? Where's the toxic masculinity when all these so-called trans women that are men are out here jumping on natural born women with XX chromosomes? That's toxic masculinity, but y'all not gonna call that out. All I'm saying is, for those of you on that side, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you on code, call this foolishness out. The only way that we are really going to make progress as a people is for the greater majority of us to stay focused on getting actual liberation, not symbolism, not things that are intangible. Because see, I'm going to say this before I close it. If that's what you want to do and that's your lifestyle choice, ask yourself this question. Wouldn't you want to go ahead and take care of white supremacy, which is the main threat to all black people, so you can be free to practice that lifestyle without worrying about if you're going to be the next George Floyd or whoever? Make that make sense now. Yeah, I had to throw it in there, man. Lord knows I have nothing in common with that coon Tommy Sotomayor, but make it make sense. Black first. I'll see you all in future content.